All right, guys, I'm surprised by how many of you have been asking when the second video in this series is gonna come out, so I apologize. We got a little bit too excited building and modifying this Levo, and I gotta say, we kinda broke the order of operations, but hopefully you'll give us a pass because it's a pretty sweet upgrade. So let's dive into the upgrades we made on the Alloy Levo and see if you agree it was worth the call. So today's video, which is number 2 in this series, takes us outside the studio, which if you remember, the first one was the unboxing, the build-up, and the asking of you guys, what would be your first and most important steps to upgrading a base model aluminum level Levo in this case, but any entry-level mountain bike. And a lot of the suggestions that you guys gave was right in line and on par with what we internally and I wanted to do to this bike. There is one upgrade you'll see on this bike that I jumped out of order in. I just couldn't help myself, but you know what? I was kind of beating myself down for breaking the rules, but I think that almost is typical for a lot of mountain bikers. I think it's hard for us sometimes to just focus on performance when we know there's something we could do that is going to make our bike look really cool and is something that gets us excited. And that, I'll start off with that upgrade, and that is these SpokeX wheels. We've tested and reviewed SpokeX wheels. I really like how they ride, and I think they're a pretty good value until you start going crazy with the customizations and builds, which I did a little bit here. So the wheel upgrade wasn't on my top priority list, as we talked and a lot of you had said, but after I got this Cascade Components long travel link out back, which you'll notice is another upgrade, that raw link and my aluminum 1-up handlebar decals with the 1-up bars and stem, which were also part of our first phase of upgrades, I saw that SpokeX had these cool polished spokes available and some new chrome decals, and I was like, dude, these are gonna look so good with that Cascade link and the chrome 1-up decals that I just had to put the brake upgrade on the back burner and go for the wheels. So I went to a full 29-inch wheel setup, did the full SpokeX build with the chrome decals, the shiny silver spokes to try to match that link. Of course, that is a Cascade Components long travel link out back. And I also upgraded the suspension, which I think everyone agreed was one of the first things that needed to be done. So I went with the SR Suntour Tri-Air out back and the Duralux up front. I think for the value, SR Suntour makes some of the best value performance suspension in their upper tier components. The downside is that I didn't shave a lot of weight, especially out of that fork, which is where I was really hoping I could drop some weight on this bike. You know, if I were to go with like a Z1 or, you know, Fox Performance, I would have definitely dropped more weight, you know, I think like a couple 100 grams. But I think since I spent money on that link, spent some more money on the wheels, it made sense to keep the SR Suntour stuff more in line with the budget. And like I said, I like the way the stuff rides. It gives these bikes a really buttery, smooth feel. Man, it's something that we're gonna work on doing a long-term review on. So again, other upgrades really were just the 1-up components, bar and stem, that really compliant, super nice E-bar that they came out with earlier this year in carbon. They released a more affordable alloy version, so grabbed that and a stem. Again, I really like compliance and comfort, and so that was important to me. I got their new grips on here, and that's pretty much where I'm at right now. We weighed the bike, and I think, I can't remember exactly, but I think I'm only maybe a 1/4 pound lighter. I lost weight with some component upgrades. I also gained weight, right? I went to a larger 29-inch rear wheel. I also put some Schwalbe Super Gravity casing tires on. So, you know, I got heavier tires and more tire out back and more wheel out back, you know, bigger, more burly linkage. So it was kind of a wash there. But the bike rides a whole lot better. And in fact, the bigger wheel, the more travel, all that stuff only accentuates how bad these brakes are and how much I need to save up that next paycheck to get these brakes swapped out. So let us know what you guys think of our step 1 update here. I know we kind of went big in a couple areas, and we didn't just pick 1 or 2 little parts. We kind of came at you with a V2 update that was kind of front to back. So I think next step, like I said, is going to be brakes. Maybe saddle comfort wise, it's okay. So I definitely know brakes and derailleur, shifter, they're kind of already sucking pretty bad, and we don't even have a ton of miles on this bike yet. So yeah, that could be one of the next things to go, just from a performance and honestly a safety standpoint. I don't have total trust and faith that I'm not going to get on the gas hard out of a corner and snap this thing and be in a bad spot. So let us know what you guys think. Are we on track with where you think we should be, or did we mess up by putting these wheels on and the Cascade link? Should we have stuck with just a brake upgrade and kept rolling on the stock wheels for now? Thank you guys very much for watching. It's been really fun seeing what your guys' inputs and opinions are in the order of operations on this upgrade, and how we differ and are the same. So let us know down below, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you out on the trails. Oh yeah.